When it comes to spills and smudges, doesn't it always seem like it happens at the worst possible time? And all too often, stains, unless properly treated, can ruin your favorite outfit. Joining me now are Vahid and Clem Yazdani, the owners of Executive Cleaners, to talk about how to deal with stain emergencies during the holidays. Welcome back. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
And how many locations, Executive Cleaners, in the area?
We have 4 locations. We have 2 in New Haven, 1 in Hamden, and 1 in Milford.
What kind of technology do you have at these cleaners that make it easier to clean up these stains?
Well, we have state-of-the-art machinery, which is what you're required in order to use the solvents that we use. And we're pretty high-tech when it comes to identifying the garments, processing it through the plant to ensure that we don't lose anybody's clothes. So it's pretty high-tech.
It can be pretty challenging, can't it?
It always is.
What's perhaps the most challenging stain you've had to deal with?
Oh, it all depends on the garments. It depends on the material that we're working with, colors, dyes. Every stain is a challenge, basically, depending on what it's on.
Let's talk about some of these stains. First of all, dry side stains. What do you mean by that?
Well, we usually categorize stains to dry side and wet side stains, and then there are subcategories under each. Dry side stains basically are solvent-soluble stains. Solvent-soluble stains are such as oil, makeup, lipstick, wax, such things.
We also have some pictures here, so let's take a look at these pictures right now. And what are we looking at here?
We're looking at a lady's blouse with an ink stain right on the front of the blouse. Yes, it's ink. And you can see it's pretty heavy.
Very
damage.
heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot of ink.
And what did you do to...
Well, we put some solvents on
there
it.
As
you can see, the solvent kind of spread the ink a little bit, and then we processed it a few times through our dry cleaning solvents to remove all the ink.
So you were able to remove all of it. There
Completely.
It is.
Everything is gone.
And we do have the garment here, actually.
Yes, you do. And we'll take a look at that. Do you want to pull that
Sure.
out? And just so here's the garment that you just saw.
This is the actual blouse.
And where was the ink located?
The ink was on this side.
You can't even see it anymore.
There's no residue of
No,
it.
absolutely. You saved that woman's shirt.
We sure did.
And you want to show us an example of what do you have here?
For example, dry side stain, I can add a little bit of oil into a solvent. This is a clear solvent that we have. And you can see that the oil basically dissolves in the solvent. You don't see separation at all. But if I put a little bit of oil in water, you can actually see it separate.
Yes.
That's why a solvent would be ideal to remove something like ink stain or anything oily-based stains.
So don't try to do this on your own because you could ruin your garment.
Well, unless you have
Right.
solvents at home, which
Exactly.
would be really difficult.
And in order to handle the solvents, you have to have machines and equipment that is capable of managing the solvent.
Let's go to wet side stains.
Sure.
And let's take a look at what you have here. And this is a picture of?
This is a picture of a jacket, and a lady's jacket, and basically has red wine spilled on it.
Oh, you see that a lot during the holiday season, yes?
Absolutely.
Because people are nudging people to
Absolutely.
spill it.
Yeah. So the temptation here would be to grab something and just rub it all over the garment to try to
I've
remove
done
the wine.
that.
Yeah, unfortunately, many people have. Really, the essence of it, what you need to do is you need to get a napkin, preferably white, nothing with colors on it, and just dab it, so that you're absorbing the wine and it doesn't get worse. And then just bring it in to us and we'll take care of it. This is a picture after the jacket was processed.
And what did you do to the jacket?
Well, those are water-based solvents, so we do have other things that we use. Obviously, we have a lot of things that we use. And so what we did was we pre-treated the garment, we steamed it, and then we dry cleaned it. And we do have that piece of garment here as well. And this is the jacket with the wine stain.
And you really can't see it at all.
Can't see it.
And where was
It was
the
on
stain?
it was on the front of the jacket.
That's amazing. And you want to give us another example of what?
I can also show you example of coffee, for example. I have some coffee grinds here that would dissolve in water, for example. I mean, I can spill some instant coffee in there, and if I stir it, you will see that the color changes and the coffee is dissolved in water. But if I spill it in solvent, for example, it would not dissolve, and it would separate to the top.
Right.
What happens again? That's a water-soluble stain.
Exactly.
It's a wet side stain. So coffee stains are easily coming out with water. Now the challenge that you talked about at the beginning becomes, for us, is the fact that you have to remove a water-soluble stain from a dry cleanable garment.
And we have another picture here.
Right.
And what are we looking at
And
here?
This is a picture of a shirt that has some coffee and some orange soda on it. And what happens is that they both water-soluble stains.
Yes.
They're wet side stains. And because it's a man's shirt, we can easily wash it and clean it with detergents and
it's
launder
gone.
it. And it's all gone.
And is the shirt here
The
as well?
shirt is here
And the
as
shirt
well.
is-
Oh, that's great.
And this is
And it's a white shirt.
It's a white shirt,
it's a,
right.
a
and
regular
it's still a
man's white shirt.
That's great.
And it had orange soda on this side and the coffee stains on the other side, and it's gone.
Wonderful. Really quickly, I understand you have a special for Connecticut-style viewers.
Yes,
We do. We do. We are running a special on wool sweaters. And they're basically $3.99 a sweater when they come in through the month of December for Connecticut-style viewers. And that's a great deal.
And I think we have really, sometime we just really quick though to explain perhaps a myth. Using hairspray for ink, is that a good thing or bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing. Why is
Bad
that?
thing.
What about the hairspray that stays on the garment afterwards?
Oh, yes, and you hear that often people
And
do that.
hairspray actually has alcohol. So if you put alcohol on a garment that is a dry cleanable garment, you're running the risk of actually pulling the color off the item. So you're trying to remedy one problem, but you're creating another. So you have ink, your best bet is to bring it into the cleaners, and the solvents, as you see, will remove the ink.
Perfect. For more information on executive cleaners, all you have to do is go to executivecleaner.com. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you
you.
for
Happy
having us.
holidays.
Happy
To you as well.
holidays.